Well, it's time. Finally found it. Just came out today. Well, maybe you already had it. Just came out today in my universe. Um, Gold shops all over Long Island, New York, Suffolk County, state of New York. Long Island's a nice nickname. And one shop had it in one size, the Toro, which is probably going to be the most popular size. Although I really want to try it in the 5.5 by 55 box press. But beggars can't be I didn't beg, I paid. Payers can't be choosers. That's not really true. But I guess in a way, when there's other cigars available, but you want only one cigar, you are begging. So I guess I can't be choosy. Anyways, Jeremy knows this. Nice looking band. We got the orange. We got a nice sunny day. I'm in the sun. Feels nice. August 3rd. It is my daughter's birthday. She's at dance class. I was with her before, and I brought her 24 roses and white and yellow, and then I had to take her to dance class from like 2 to 5. So I'm gonna smoke this, then pick her up at dance class, and then we're having a little family get together. So, anyways, Ecuadorian. Is it Ecuadorian Habano? I know it was a U.S. broadleaf, and then the big three: Dominican, Nicaraguan, Honduran, but two different Honduran. The foot smell is funky, sweet, and very spicy. I bought two of these. One had a minor hole in the wrapper there, and the other one had some ugly cap issues. Oh, it's not going to be an issue smoking, but I must say, though, this is the value line of Cohiba. You're talking about $8.95, $9 MSRP. So Pennsylvania, maybe even $8. But in New York, of course, it was $16, $15.99, because it's New York, because all those taxes make it taste better. So remember, this is a $9 Cohiba that I paid double because New York State. And there's nothing you could do about that. Full, heavy pack. Definitely looks a little more on the rustic side for Cohiba, but at the same time, it doesn't look completely rustic. And the main thing is how it operates and the flavor. But definitely, if you are the M series, etc. like that, you wouldn't see that passing quality control, because it'd be perfect, flawless looking. But I guess if we're going to get mid-tier Cohiba prices, we can't expect things to be perfect. And that was two of them, two out of the same box, and different kinds of flaws. An ugly type of cap on the other one, and a hole in here. Now, I'm not saying it to be a cunt. I'm not saying it to be nitpicky. I'm just pointing it out. So my point is, though, I'd rather this. I'd rather, if they had Cohiba red dots and the Nicaragua or the white or whatever, and they're like, listen, we got some with like a minor, cosmetic flaw in it, but it's going to be half the price. Yeah, who gives a shit? So, anyways, here you go. The Cohiba orange, the Rubicon. I don't understand why they did that. Well, the red dot is red, I guess. That had a name. But then the Cohiba blue has a name, but really the color is blue. And then the white, I think it's called just Connecticut, although it's white. So anyways, I digress. I'm going to light this up. I'm dragging it out. I'm excited. I hope it doesn't suck. Well, smoking very well. We're at a medium full strength. It's not a weak cigar at all. Flavor is quite long, quite heavy. People liking a stronger, fuller cigar are going to really enjoy this. Burn's going well, and I used really cheap, shitty, those cardboard matches to the best I could. They burn rather fast, and it's kind of breezy out. We're by the water here, so you get about 3 seconds. So I got that going for it, but the burn's going fine. So I don't think I'll have any issues with that. But then again, whenever you're smoking by the water and it's windy, it can affect your burn. I'd say ash is on the flakier and on the whitish grayish side. Interesting. Do I have anything bad to say about this Cohiba? absolutely nothing. I'm actually really fucking enjoying it. And I'm glad I am. I had a lot riding on this in my mind. And that's the only thing that matters in my mind because that's the only mind I have. I don't have your mind. You don't have my mind. We could agree, or really we could go through some type of ritual where we pretend that we agree while my mind's next to your mind. But once your mind walks away from my mind, I don't know. You could be talking shit about me behind my back, like Gio. Well, it's quite a spicy, lively, zesty cigar. Long, heavy finish, quite nutty. More of a chestnut note, which is quite nice. A lot of black pepper spice. Quite funky too. Pungent on the sourdough. I forgot to look that up again. Was this an Equibano? Equibano. That is true. An Ecuadorian Habano. Just called it Equibano, right? Ecuadorian Habano, Equibano. I'm calling that from now on. There's no more Habano. If it's Ecuadorian Habano, you got to give respect to both places. Equibano. Mm. Right there, yeah, we're at a real solid medium full. But there's a lot of complexities on this. Nice coffee, nice pungent sourdough, and there's nice sweetness to it, and it's a complex sweetness. Remember, this is the first time I'm having this, and on the Cohiba, I don't like to say colored line, because that sounds, but they have the black, the orange, the white, and the red, and it's just, the orange now. These cigars are repeatable. These cigars are going to be around. They're going to be standards, and they don't just release a new color to the Cohiba line every day or every year. It's kind of a unique cigar, and it's definitely unique for Cohiba. Um, the last one, the purple in the colored line, definitely was on the stronger side. This might be kind of close to that, or maybe slight. Well, I don't know exactly yet because this is a 6x54, and also I'm only an inch into it. But it doesn't feel extremely weaker than the purple. It's definitely a medium full off the bat. And off the bat, the rich sweetness came in. Off the bat, like it lit right up. Draw was great. Um, a lot of flavor, a lot of complexity from the first puff. And you know what? For $8 to $9 MSRP, that's a banger. Now, even at 15 New York, that's still a banger because 15 New York, that's cheap for a Cohiba or any great cigar. But I don't want to pay New York prices anymore. I don't want to. I hate New York prices. I even got the new CAO, whatever the heck it's called. I don't know what it's called. It just came out. Well, it didn't come out yet. It comes out in September, they said. But it's August 3rd, and they got a box, and so I got one. And I hope that one doesn't suck either. Very, very, very nice. Now, when it comes to say, is this easy to love? It's quite spicy. So I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go down the line. It's not exactly a traditional easy to love cigar, but it's going to be easy to love if you like strong, spicy cigars. So I have to say, no, it's not a traditional easy. Like the Red Dot is easy to love. The Cohiba Black is not easy to love. Why? It's 85% darkness and a rather strong cigar with slow-moving flavor. And so it's a great cigar, but easy to love cigars are like comfortable. Easy to love cigars are like a happy vibe. This is not a depressing vibe at all, but it's definitely, it's more angry for a Cohiba. For a Cohiba, it's definitely more angry, but I'm enjoying that. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Mm, really a solid medium full. Quite nutty with the chestnuts, bready sourdough, a lot of black pepper spice. A lot. Not exactly an earth bomb, but there is a little bit of earthiness to it, which normally you don't get any earth on most Cohibas. So all in all, the impression is a strong, complex cigar with really complex sweetness. We could touch on that later. There's more than one type of sweetness going on. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna listen to my music, watch the lake, and just let it develop on the palate. And but we're winning. We're winning. Well, we're getting along. Burn going fine. Ash definitely flaky, but it's a pretty strong ash though. And I haven't been really holding it vertical time though. I'm gonna drop it though. It's quite windy out. Let me give one more puff. Looking nice. Yeah, that ash just disintegrated. But yeah, what can I say about it? This is an enjoyable, strong cigar. As an enjoyable, strong cigar, do I want to smoke it again? Yeah, I do. I'm glad they have like a spicy, sweet. Another well, the purple was a spicy, sweet cigar, and that was more of um, with the charred wood and almost like the dark fruit, like charred grapes. I described like wine. It was almost like if you were cooking with like grilling. It had that kind of vibe with almost the charring and the dark sweet fruit. This is more. This is less dark. This is more about 70% darkness, 65 to 70, more on the 70%. So it's not as dark as the purple, but probably about as strong. Oh yeah, this thing's going in stride. It is almost a heavy medium full, um, long heavy finish, complex sweetness. It's like raw sugar, but also like a citrusy type of sweetness as well. So I have nothing, literally nothing, nothing bad to say. Beautiful day. My daughter's birthday celebrating, but she's a professional ballerina. She has literally dance 7 days a week. I don't know why they have ballet every day. How much ballet can you do? But then again, I'm grateful she's doing ballet every day, and just enjoying what she enjoys, and she's a good kid, So I digress. The Cohiba Rubicon. I'm not calling it the Rubicon. I don't love that name. I like Cohiba Orange. So I'm gonna smoke it this way. It's the Cohiba Orange. There you go, baby. And I like they, in a way, they kept the classic Cohiba. Look at the bands in the center there. So, all right, nice. You're getting a good amount of time out of this. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been smoking this thing slow, and I still got plenty of time. I'm gonna come back. I'm in the sun right now. I've been in the sun. I'm enjoying it. Getting some fresh air. Because I gotta admit, man, I had to come somewhere scenic. Because driving Long Island, not just because I left, it's just getting more and more crowded. Even Suffolk County, which used to be the most peaceful as far as volume, so many people are fucking moving here and they're just filling it up. Holy shit! Every square inch they're putting a fucking Chipotle and a fucking Chick-fil-A and a fucking Duck Donuts and whatever the hell, man. That's just, how much shit can you have? How many fucking Aldis can you have? If they could put an Aldi's in an Aldi's, they would do it. Anyways, though, I'll come back. Nothing bad to say about it. This is an affordable Cohiba cigar, and it's a great affordable cigar, period. Now, does this lower the brand by Cohiba putting out a cigar in 2025 for $8 to $9, really basically offering a really almost really. Remember, I paid New York price. Don't count New York, because remember in New York, everything's about double the price because of taxes and cost. So the real price of this is about $8 to $9. So is that going to lower the brand's perception? I don't think so. If anything, I think it's a kind gesture for Cohiba to make some stuff in the mid-tier category, to maybe let some people enjoy Cohiba that wouldn't want to spend that kind of money, or not think it's worth it, or that would go, well, I only buy online, and online you can get things a lot cheaper, surplus cigars, etc. So either way, this will help, I believe, in the lounges where there's no deals in lounges on Cohibas or any cigars really. So this will move, and if it moves in shops, it's going to be moving in people's minds. People are going to be buying it on a regular basis. So if this is, at $9 MSRP, it's going to be moving probably faster than the other blends. Maybe we'll see more $8 to $10 Cohiba blends. I don't see anything wrong with that. I asked Ed Lamont years ago, why don't they expand the Cohiba line into the mid-tier category? But, he said that the perception of the brand, I had to say it's a luxury brand. And listen, all cigars, let's say, cost $20, $25. Are any of them really worth $25? The answer is no. But are they better? Most of them, are they better than most $10 cigars? The answer is probably yes. But the question, how much better, that depends on the price. When you have, let's say, more aging or better quality control, more expensive boxes and bands, all these things cost money. But at the same time, the guy on the side of the road selling tacos, and the people in an expensive restaurant, they're both using chicken. You get what I'm saying, though? So, somewhere in between, we could all have a good time. The Cohiba Orange. I'm digging it. I really like it. I wish I could have my normal setup, but I'm here with my daughter and I'm driving her and her friends around a lot. I will not be smoking in the car. I try not to smoke in the car at least a day or two before I pick up my kid, and then I get my car detailed so it doesn't smell like smoke. And then the whole time I'm here with my daughter, I do not smoke cigars in my car because I don't want to hear her complaining. I think it's the right thing to do. I mean, she just want to be, Dad, all my friends come in the car and it smells like, cigars. She's like, none of my dad's friends' car smells like cigars. And I want to tell them, that's because your dad's a real man. But I don't want to hurt her feelings. And I don't want her dad's friends realizing that they're controlled, they're soft. They have to go hide if they smoke. Dude, this just gets better and better. Complex, strong, sweet, spicy, sourdough, bready, nutty with the chestnuts, about 70% darkness, heavy, medium, full, long, heavy finish, citrus note, and raw sugar as far as the sweetness. So complex sweetness, a lot of black pepper spice, a little earth, but not the crazy amount. There is some nice coffee note to it. It's a fucking banger, man. As far as easy to love, normally easy to love cigars are more comfortable, medium plus. At the same time, just more cigars about. I don't know exactly how to explain easy to love, but it's more. It's not exactly that kind of vibe. Like if you ever smoked the Cohiba Red Dot or Blue, those are blended to be like more comfortable, like happy cigars. This is definitely more. I don't want to use the word scary, but definitely more robust, more intense, and more spicy than the blue or the red. It's as strong as the purple, and but I'm gonna have to smoke more of these and then to compare it to the purple. But the purple's a totally different blend. But as far as is it as good as the purple? And I don't want to just base that on just some price because the purple wasn't coming in as a more affordable option. And why was it more affordable? They rolled it out of their Honduras factory. And for some reason, their factory in Honduras, maybe it's the labor costs and everything else, and maybe it's just less politics because I know all these companies have issues with political issues in Nicaragua and the things that are going on. And I'm not sure if they have to have more security or et cetera, because I know there's always, there's issues of factories going on fire and, magically, is it espionage? Is it just magically going fire? Or, I don't know. Or revenge. Who the fuck knows? It seems like Honduras. All cigars in Honduras are always more affordable. Dude, this is a nice cigar, man. It's getting better and better every puff. The wind's affecting that a little bit. That's not the cigar's fault. Um, See, I'm perfect over here. I'm just when you're smoking outside in the wind, in the breeze, it's gonna flow through your cigar and almost like puff it for you, or reverse puff it, like it's blowing smoke through it, blowing air through it. Ask Gio if you want to know about blowing stuff, but I don't have enough time to talk about this though. Definitely enjoyable. I'll come back. Getting to the end here. Even though the ash is flaky, it's been holding on pretty solid. So it's solid, flaky white ash. The cigar is a heavy, medium, full plus. It's a strong cigar. Might be right there around the purple as far as how strong it is. Not as dark as the purple though. As far as how good it is, it's a fantastic cigar. It's a 4.7. I think in the end though, the Riviera, the purple, it would be the better cigar head to head. However though, when you say head to head, I mean just better overall maybe, but if you want a Habano experience versus Mexican San Andreas, this is the right choice. This feels like a tweaked type of a Habano where it's not just classic Habano flavor. It has really nice citrus and raw sugar notes. It's quite spicy even for Habano, but it's also quite nutty with chestnuts, which normally you don't get that in Habano. And sourdough bready notes are quite nice as well with a little coffee. So complex, rich, heavy cigar, no problems. The only thing I can say is it has some, it's not a flawless looking wrapper, and that's a wrapper grade. Obviously, are they being as selective, giving you more of a mid-tier price for Cohiba? Probably not as far as the grade of the wrapper, but who gives a shit? It's coming in at a very affordable price, so I'm actually happy. I'm really happy, the price point. Nothing bad to say about it. Definitely very enjoyable. If you're looking for a strong, spicy, complex sweetness, Habano, this cigar is a winner, and this cigar is going to sell. This is going to be a very good seller for General, I could tell. Not just for the price point, but they don't have this type of blend in their profile. So, yeah, if you want to go stronger with Cohiba, you have to go either with like the black, that's very dark, heavy cigar, and not extremely spicy, very dark and heavy. If you want to go dark and strong but very spicy, but not as dark as the black, you can go with the purple. And I guess if you don't want to go as dark as either of those, but as spicy, as strong as like the purple, give or take, you can go with the orange. Not for newbies, probably. For newbies, I'd recommend the red, the white, and the blue. Those are more easy to love, not as strong, and more round in the sense where it's just more comfortable. Although I feel very comfortable enjoying this, but I like stronger cigars though. Well, but if a cigar is good, I'll enjoy it. Period. So I digress. 4.7 solid cigar, the Cohiba Rubicon, the Cohiba Orange. Zero regrets. I'm totally glad I bought two of them, and the other one I'll just enjoy by myself, listen to Bob Dylan relaxing. I'm glad I finally got to smoke this. And the sugary sweetness, it hangs on the finish, which is quite nice. Which the finish is quite long and quite heavy. So the price point, $8-9, that's going to be hard to beat. Fantastic. Cohiba Orange, I'm out of here. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. No cigars in prison. Make sure you take 2 showers a day. Keep yourself clean. Eat some prunes. Clean yourself out. Filter your water. Worry about your kidneys and liver. Limit your alcohol content. And if you have a tent, remember tents are for camping. I can't stress it enough. Cigars are cheaper than lawyers. I'll see you around.